After the conclusion of Skywalker saga with Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker movie, there are still a lot of unanswered questions about Rey's origin and who her parents really are. After shocking plot twist that Rey was actually Emperor Palpatine's granddaughter, many fans were asking what is the backstory of her father and how is it possible that Emperor had a child. My fellow galactic citizens, I hope that you are coping with the quarantine and that you are safe and in good health. Before we start today's interesting topic, make sure to subscribe to our channel for future Star Wars content. In The Rise of Skywalker movie, when Rey confronts Kylo Ren on Kijimi, we saw very briefly scene where Ochi of Bastoon, who was Sith Eternal cultist from Exegol, is killing Rey's parents. In one of my previous videos I explained who was Ochi of Bastoon, what was his mission and why he was hunting down Rey's parents. According to canon storyline, Rey's father was a genetically engineered strand cast creation by the Sith Eternal on Exegol. A strand cast was a type of bioengineering living entity. In 9 ABY, Din Djarin, Karashitya Dune and Quill discussed the biological origins of the child, or Baby Yoda if you will. Djarin stated that the infant could be a strand cast, but Quill replied saying it may not have been engineered as he used to work in the gene farms. In Star Wars Legends, Emperor Palpatine also had experimented with cloning himself, to which he intended to transfer his spirit. In another work he also had a son named Triclops, who first appeared in the 1993 book Mission from Mount Yoda, the fourth installment of the Young Readers Jedi Prince series, written by Paul and Holland Davis. Similarly to Rey's father, Triclops also conceived a child with a woman, and that child became an apprentice of Luke Skywalker as well. After the Emperor Palpatine imperfectly transferred his conscience into a prepared clone on Exegol, immediately prior to the death of his body in the Battle of Endor, his loyal cultists spent years experimenting with creating artificial being that could house Sidious's enormous power without deteriorating. The cultists created several abominations in their quest to cradle their god consciousness. Among the many of failures, one not quite identical clone of Palpatine survived and even escaped, but lacked any force sensitivity whatsoever. Palpatine viewed this being as useless and powerless and could not bear to look upon such disappointing ordinaries. The only worth the clone had to Palpatine was continuing his bloodline through natural methods, and the Emperor allowed him to live as his son. Through unknown circumstances, the clone eventually met a woman and got into a romantic relationship with her, which ended in birth of their daughter, whom they named Rey. The Emperor's granddaughter proved to be a perfect vessel capable of holding the immense power of the Sith. In 21 ABY, Rey's father and mother left Rey on Jakku for her protection, and both were killed by the Sith assassin Ochi of Bastoon, whose mission was to retrieve Rey and get her back to Emperor. So my fellow galactic citizens, that would be all what is known about Rey's father. Story is quite interesting and I hope we will hear more about it in the future Star Wars projects by Disney and Lucasfilm. Please let me know what do you think about Rey's father origin in comment section below, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for future Star Wars content. Until next time, my fellow galactic citizens, may the Force be with you always.